I ran my first ever half marathon, and I ran it in 1 hour and 43 minutes, which is really, really good, especially for your first time running a half marathon. And this half marathon, it was probably one of the hardest things that I ever done in my life. So in the past, I did boxing. Now I'm doing weightlifting. I go to the gym. I also train calisthenics. But running the half marathon was one of the hardest things that I ever done in my life. And it was hard because it required me to be at my peak level in terms of cardio. But most importantly, it required me to be at my peak level here, in literally mentally. And I remember when I went to this, when I ran this half marathon, I ran it with my dad, and I think he did it in like an hour and 45 minutes. So it was literally just 2 minutes behind me. Bear in mind, my dad is 50 years old, so props to him. But anyway, I remember it was like, I ran it in this park. So it was actually a park marathon. I actually got the medal here, I'll show you. This Richmond half marathon, they gave us a medal, which was very nice. But anyway, I remember like it was a big park, and we did in total, I think it was 4 laps of this park. And I'm telling you guys, it was mentally the hardest thing that I ever done. And trust me, I fought in the ring. I've done PRs in my weightlifting journey, but there was no thing which I found harder than running 21.5 kilometers, I think. I'll correct myself if it's wrong. But yeah, and the reason why is because you basically just run in a fucking circle like 4 times for like almost 2 hours, which is fucking insane if you think about it. It's literally fucking insane. And like, I remember like on the first lap it was fine, I was excited, the adrenaline was very high because people were watching me. And the spark runs, which I really suggest you guys to do it, you have like so many people watching you, and it's fucking sick. They give you a medal as well after, like, they shout your name and shit. It's fucking nice. But I'm telling you, so the first lap, I remember it was fine. I literally had a smile on my face as well because I had so many eyes on me, and I love that. But I remember it got to a point like on the second lap, even the third lap, where in my head I was like, oh my God, like I'm not even halfway. I'm not even halfway, and I feel fucking exhausted. Like, it was fucking insane. Like, I remember like there was literally one point which I literally wanted to give up so badly. Like, I literally wanted to stop, literally right there and there. I think this was about after like 12 kilometers. Running 12 kilometers, guys, is easy. You can do it. But thinking that you have another 10 kilometers or like another lap and a half, especially when the laps are fucking huge, it's very fucking mentally tough. Like, guys, running at the end of the day, like, it's very good for your cardio. Like, I really recommend you doing it. But mentally is a lot harder than physically. I don't really care. Like, even if you run like 5 kilometers, yes, like physically stuff is so hard, but it's mentally as well, because you get to a point where you want to give up so badly, but there is that little voice in your head that is telling you to like keep going, and you do keep going, and you keep going. Like, you want to stop at all costs, but I'm telling you guys, if you experience this as well, like, even when that voice pops up in your head that is telling you to stop, you keep going. You literally just fucking keep going, and that's where you get mentally tough. Like, you can literally quit. Like, during that event, for example, I could have literally, pretended that I sprained my fucking ankle and sat on the side. But you can quit if you want to, but you won't. You literally won't. Like, if you got some balls, you will not quit. You will not quit. Like, I'm telling you guys, go try it. Go around for like 10 kilometers right now, and you will get to like even the 4th kilometer where you're gonna think, oh my God, like, I'm not even halfway through and I'm fucking exhausted. But there is, and that's the voice which is always gonna pop up in your head. Even if you run like 2 kilometers, after like 500 meters, you're gonna like think that, oh my God, like, I'm not even halfway through, like there's still like so much to run. But the moment where you like just shut that voice and like you just keep running, you literally just like turn your brain off and you just like keep running, that's where you become mentally tough. You become mentally fit, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, sorry, you become like physically fit, because running is the best form of cardio in my opinion. And like, I don't care what people say, oh, but it's bad for your knees, bad for your legs. Shut up, like, just fucking run. Like, humans, we've been running for like millions and millions of years, and now you're telling me that it's bad for your knee. Like, come on, what are you talking about? You're just fucking lazy. But what I was saying is that, like, you get to a point when you run that you just really want to stop, but you just keep going. And if you actually do keep going, which most of the time you do, because otherwise you're gonna feel so shit if you stop, guys. Like, I've done this in the past where I just like stopped and you just feel so fucking bad. You just literally just gotta push through it. Now you literally just gotta push through it. And running, like, it's so good for your like aerobic endurance, but it's also good for your endurance. Like, it's literally a metaphor of life, guys. This is why I really recommend anyone watching this video to run, is because it's not just good for your fitness, but it's also like a metaphor of life. Like, you literally get to a point where you just gotta keep going. Like, life sometimes is gonna come at you very fucking hard, but you just gotta keep going no matter what. And running literally teaches you this. And one other thing which I've noticed, and this is my favorite one, is that anything that you do after that run is so fucking easy. Like, I remember last summer I used to work in a restaurant, and I actually quit like 2 weeks ago, if you guys are interested. But anyway, I used to work in this restaurant, and I used to work like 12 hours a day, sometimes even 14 hours a day. And every time I would go like for a run in the morning, like, anything that I did after that, for example, going to work in this example, it would literally be nothing compared to the run. Like, it would literally feel like I was going, I could enjoy my time now that I wasn't running. You know what I mean? Then of course I would regret it at like 9 p.m. but yeah, anything that you do after you run, it just feels like nothing. Like, it literally just feels like you're chilling. For example, like, I just went on a run now. I did 8 kilometers and I did them in about 40 minutes. Nothing crazy, but still. And like, now recording this video, it literally feels like I'm talking to a friend. You know what I mean? Like, anything that you do after you run, it's just so like easy, because you literally done the hardest thing already. And I'm telling you guys, running is harder than weightlifting. Bro, weightlifting, I prefer it so much more than running. Like, but there is no harder thing than running. Like, especially if you run at a good pace, not those like little runs that people do. But I'm saying, if you run at actually a good pace for like a good distance, oh my god, man, running is like so fucking hard. So just an action step for you guys: set yourself a distance which is a little bit more than you usually do, and go and do it. Literally go and do it. It's that easy. Set yourself, if you usually run like 4 kilometers, set yourself the goal to run maybe like 6 kilometers this time, and you have to complete them. Like, you cannot stop, you just have to fucking do it. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be that time when you're gonna want to stop. But if you keep going, trust me, you become like 1% more mentally tough. I'm telling you guys, this is very good advice. If you don't stop and you keep going, you become a little bit better. Well, aerobically, like for your fitness, of course, but especially here, your mentality becomes a little bit more tough. Like, the toughest people in this world, like, they all run. Look at David Goggins, for example. Like, you know, the guy's probably the toughest guy in the world, and he runs. I'm telling you, people who hate on running, they hate on it because it's hard, because it's fucking difficult, and because they don't want to do it, because they're fucking lazy, and they rather go on like they rather like walk on the treadmill in the gym instead of going for a run. Like, what the fuck? Seriously, I'll never understand those people. I'll never understand those people that say, oh yeah, I'm walking on the treadmill and that's my cardio. What? Just go for a walk, go walk your dog outside. Like, what do you mean you go to the gym and you just like walk on the treadmill and you call that your cardio? Like, I'll never understand those people. But anyway, and one other thing is that running, it actually fucking humbles you. Like, there was a time where I was literally just lifting weights, and I was very big. I actually gained a bit of fat as well, which I didn't like. This is why I picked up running again. But and I remember like the first time I went on a run, I literally stopped after like half, like literally a kilometer or something. It was like after like 10 minutes, and I was like, I have all these muscles for what? Like literally for fucking what? I can't even run a kilometer. And that fucking humbled me. And then that's when I picked up running, and that's when I ran my 10 kilometers. I ran a few 10 kilometers, and I did like this half marathon. So guys, try yourself. Really, you don't have to go out and run a half marathon. You don't have to go out and run a marathon. Run just a little bit more than you usually do. If you run, for example, 6 kilometers, go and run 7, go and run 8, and then when that time comes where your mind tells you, oh, I need to stop, you keep going. Because I'm telling you, even today when I went for a run, like I did 8 kilometers, but I didn't do them near my house. I literally went a bit far, and when I was like 4 kilometers away, I was like, oh my god, like I need to come back now, but I need to like run another 4 kilometers. And mentally, that is so hard, guys. Trust me, it's so hard. But the harder it is, the better it is for you.